All right. More building time. Trying a new thing for actually being able to look at live chat and the stream. Hopefully it does good. Hopefully. I don't really know if it's going to, but you know, there was just a ton of problems with the old way of doing things, at least with the college Wi-Fi and the fact that it was on a Chromebook and yada yada yada. It was a pain, and now I've done something else that is different that should ameliorate those problems. That's an interesting and elaborate way of saying I did a thing to fix it, but I did a thing. So hopefully I'll be able to, you know, see your comments, chat, whatever, a little easier now. And if not, well, darn it. Anyway, I was thinking that today might be a good day to actually, first of all, take care of a lot of this stuff. And also, either work on fixing the cobblestone generator, or not really using it at all. Like finding a different way of getting cobblestone, because I mean the problem was before the update you could just get it very easily just by, you know, mining for diamonds. There was no deep slate, so it was, you just had a bunch of cobblestone that you were going through. Not so much anymore, unfortunately. I'm really just going to finish up a lot of the stuff I was already doing. Like finish up this little awning right here. I think that should be good, although I might need more slabs or stairs later. As you've probably seen with my building strategies, it's very like, I gotta try this, see how it looks, try something else, see how that looks. You get the idea. And also I like to fill things in so that there's no gaps. I should probably sprint over pretty soon. Yeah. I don't want mob spawning. The nice thing is that as I sort of drill into the mountain here, I should get back more cobble than I actually use to build. So if I'm drilling into the mountainside, I should get more than I actually need to build the passageways. And of course, I'm probably not going to just leave this passageway completely stone brick. I'll definitely have to look into what I want to do with that. But as for right now, it's looking all right to me. And this is definitely going to be it's a little weird, but it does sort of fit. It just doesn't match this as well, but doesn't necessarily have to. I'll leave that for now. I might have something that pulls back down into here. Like, this does give me plenty of room for just a direct room down in here. And then switches to here. It depends on what's down there. Is there a basement that I'm going to need to, account for? Who knows? I don't think if it's going to be a basement that's directly connected to all this, the castle, I suppose I'll just call it. I don't really think, unless I just make this the entrance to the terrace. That's a possibility. Or I could just do both. You could have it where this is where you go to just enter normally, like one of the quick entrances, but then this is just the way to get over to a nice little terrace over here, which maybe has a garden and such, and has nice views, and then maybe there's no way to get up to the upper areas from the terrace. You have to go over to the... That might work, actually. That's a thing. It's definitely a possibility. Now, I don't necessarily need... What I need to do is I need to find more obsidian and diamonds and books and such things until I can make an enchanting table, but it's not really the biggest priority right now. Something that eventually needs to be done, but is not really pressing at the moment. Yeah, I'll start multiplying these, because they might be nice for the cookies. So I'll put like... It's really easy to remove this as a little farm. Although it might catch on fire. So that's not good. In fact, this needs a redesign anyway. So I am going to figure out how I can redesign it. I'll put it over there. Come on, there we go. I know there's a very sort of I'll just do it the long way, especially if I'm gonna have I'll just do it like this. I'll have to I'll cut these down anyway because I might as well. This is probably going to be where the port is anyway. And if not, I can always replant. I can always replace. It's not like there's going to be a forest here anyway. This is a perfect place to put industrial things. I gotta remember how much each thing flows, because it's... I'll just put this right here for right now. It's not like it's gonna go anywhere. is you want the two of them to overlap exactly right there. So I think that's exactly correct. Well, something like that. Much better. I know there are probably other ways of doing cobble generators, but I messed up the last one, so at the very least this one burns less cobblestone than the other one. So that's a good start. I'll make like a stack of cobble and change. There we go. That ought to be good. And to prevent painful death, I will cover these up. Perfect. Speaking of painful death, I should probably use all of these for... You know what? I'm going to take... I'll take a bucket and I'll use that to smelt the 64 cobble. Efficiency industry. I get the feeling it's getting dark now. Yep. Kind of sucks that I can't run. Oh, look, they're already done. Crazy how that works. There we go. Actually, instead of that, there we go. At some point, I do need to get some deep slate. You figure out how that's gonna go into the equation. I should also probably do some more exploring in that direction. I really haven't gone exploring in that direction. All right. Cookie time. This should solve my hunger needs, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, hi, Sparky. How's it going? I already got the buried treasure from this, so I don't really need it that much. I mean, oh, well, it does kind of show. Nah, I'll keep it. I don't remember why I kept it. It shows the location of some lava, which is good for smelting stuff. And I am good. I'm a little tired, but good. Clickety clackety, clickety clackety. I'm gonna make 2 more chests. This time just a double chest, just to store garbage. Eventually I gotta figure out what to do with stuff, but for right now... I also kind of want to figure out what I want to do with this. Do I want to just... I think I want to get rid of the... I'll just leave it as an external mountain. It's a little too far away to be anything of interest. I think I will touch it up, though. Maybe a statue of some sort. I really don't like beach mountains. They don't make sense. Like, at all. Alright. I'm going to... I already know where this is. It's like -800, -1800. But in the event I can't get back to it, I mean, I do have the picture thing, a screenshot to be able to look at it, but... Got him. Oh, hello. Well, they can't really get to me right now. Not that they need to, but they couldn't. Alright. I should probably make this the mine. I'll do that. Because it's underneath the mountain. Like, where underneath the mountain is it, though? Yeah, this really ought to be the mine. It'll sort of be off into the corner of the commercial sort of, not the port, but you know what I mean. So that's where I'll put the mine, and in this case, I'm not really going to expand it much. I'm just going to put a dropper and elevator combo. Although, since it's going to be aesthetic, I might want to, like, work on it a little bit more than that. But honestly, I don't really know. speaking of not knowing, I have no way of knowing if there's any villages nearby. That's what I hate about the forest. It's like, especially if it's not wooded hills, you can't really get a good look at stuff. A lot of copper. Copper's so useless. It's so useless. Okay, we've got some plains here. That's good for line of sight and villages. I'm trying to stick as close to just true west as possible, that way I can just go back true east. But if it's not perfect, then oh well. Mostly just looking for more diamonds and more obbies so that I can make my proper, you know, enchanting table. And to that end, I must murder. Hi, Batman. What you gotta do? You're gonna say hello to the cow, baby, that whose parents you just murdered, and then be like, go, be Batman. Bat cow. Again. I mean, luckily I have the bed, but like, no villages? I haven't seen a single village yet. This is ridiculous. They're usually so common. Ooh, oxeye daisies. Love these things. Paid for making suspicious stews that heal you. Give me the flowers. Beat. Whole lot of wide open structureless expanses over in here. It's so like, I'm happy because, I mean, I basically in one case have a completely structureless view where I live in the mountain, but like, jeez. In fact, often I'm destroying superfluous structures to try and get rid of them for builds. But now, I can't even find them, like, a single one for miles. It's ridiculous. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. I should probably start killing these chickens. It's not like I'm going to be back here again, and food is food, feathers are feathers, resources are resources. In a multiplayer world, I'd feel kind of bad, but... eh. Ooh. Dog? Sad. Cow. Where cow? Must murder. Ah, there it is. I was like, seriously, where's this thing? Hopefully, if I get up at this vantage point, I might see some stuff that I didn't before. What would be the worst is if I saw the most beautiful structure. Oh, hey! Hello, Penny Saver. What would suck is if I saw the most beautiful natural formation ever after already having started build something. Alright. Mountains, great. Murder time. Ah, no, it's... oh, there's some dripstone caves, though. They've got the drip. So yeah, that's definitely not... I always get worried, you know, finding something that's great. Or even just like, you know... it hurts in a build to find something that's even better after you've already sunk hours into building. Like, that's no fun. I should definitely get up on top of those mountains to see if I can't find a village. There's just no structures anywhere. It's ridiculous. It's honestly getting kind of crazy. I don't necessarily really want to go rummaging around some caves right now. I'm not really equipped for that, and it's not really what I came out to do. But I'll sort of... well, I won't take a mental note, I will take a genuine note of where this is. So if I ever need dripstone, or I want to start mining, yeah, it looks like there's some passageways down. Dripstone caves usually have some fairly open passageways that you'll be able to find things. I'll also have to go into creative, not on stream, but you know, this is a survival world, I can't go in creative, but I'll go in creative on my own time outside of stream and sort of play around with the dripstone blocks and see if there's really any use for them in the build. So I can sort of like conceptualize patterns a lot easier if I can work with them in creative. It's not 100% of the story because I still have to see how those patterns interact with, you know, I can't just make them in a vacuum and then slap them onto the build. But it does help sometimes, especially with rare resources. Like if I'm building in terracotta, I always, you know, do the pattern in creative first, because you do not want to make something out of terracotta and realize you used the wrong color, because that stuff's so expensive. Or like quartz prismarine. Ooh, that's cool. More jungle, although I've already found one. No villages, I swear. Where are all the villages? Where have they gone? Oh, what's that? Oh, wait. On the one hand, I like cookies because you can make a lot of them. On the other hand, they're one of the worst foods. Like, they're pretty bad. No saturation whatsoever. Just run right through you. The good thing is that if I die... Actually, no. The good thing is that if I die, I could still get back to my stuff, and I don't really have that much on me that's worth it. The bad thing is, especially if I do it at an inopportune time, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to get back. Not that I don't know where to go, but it would be very unfortunate. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that as much as possible. How far have I walked? Reasonably far. Well, this is a nice view. I mean, a lot of these are nice views. The standard of what is a nice place to build has changed drastically based on, you know, the new update. It's a significantly higher bar than it used to be. It used to be like, oh, mountains that don't look like Picasso made them? Beautiful. Excellent place to build. Now it's like, I don't like the shape or the height of those mountains. I think I can find better ones. Let's go somewhere else. You know. If this sort of excursion doesn't really pan out, what I'll do is I'll go back and then I'll take the boat instead. Go and try to find some shipwrecks, because at least those I've been able to find. Villages, forget it, I haven't been able to find a single one. Ooh. Also already have bamboo. And also I almost never use it. Like, I know as a builder I should really, really, really love scaffolding, but I always just use dirt. It's honestly kind of hilarious how much I don't use scaffolding considering the builds that I make. Ugh. Interesting intersection of biomes right there. Jungle, dark oak, normal forest, snowy tundra, mountain. Interesting enough that I really wouldn't want to live here. I don't like whiplash like that when it comes to biomes. It sort of fries your brain, in my opinion. I'm gonna grab some of this, just enough to sort of mess with. I might want to do some columns of it. It's mainly only found on mountains, so I will also take a screenshot of that. And I think I have enough iron for right now. That's not really what I'm here for. Still no villages. Not a single one. What even is this? Hello! Hello, John Doolittle. Sorry about that. I am doing well. A little tired. But that's just because college is college and I am, you know. My brain is being fried regularly. Currently just trying to find a village. Or really any structure. I haven't found one. It's getting kind of annoying. I mean, I'm multitasking as best as I can, you know, like I'm gonna need some leather for books, for the enchanting table. Nah, I've been playing Minecraft for a long time. I'm just very stubborn about, you know, normal progression. Like, it pains me to mine. Like, I'm not gonna go down and mine diamonds with a pickaxe that isn't made of fortune. It's a village, yes. You know, I might as well just have a diamond fortune 3 pickaxe before I even go down and get more diamonds. Because those are pretty easy to get. Movie's gotta be The Lord of the Rings. Love them. So good. Come here. I know of it, but I've never actually seen it. Like, I've heard of it. And I can, like, picture the animation style. But I've never actually seen it. I generally don't watch TV. Wow, okay. Gonna grab that. Remember, it's not stealing if they live very, very far away from you and you'll never return here. Hey, 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 hey. Who said these were yours? I realize I'm just bullying the villagers, but like, I'm hungry. I need food. Doesn't really seem to be any decent chests. Ooh, awesome. Grab this as well. Because having a compost bin is really nice. Yes. This will extend the amount of time I can spend on this trip. I mean, I figured I was going to have to be able to find a village eventually. They're not that rare. I don't think anyone lives in this part of the village. Oh, neat. Yes. Melon seeds. Nothing here. Ah, chest. Please be something good. I've seen worse. Much worse. Grab one of these. I mean, I already have one in my inventory. Might as well grab another. I'm sure I'll find a crafting table somewhere. Won't have to make one of my own. Actually, if there's not a single one in this village, I'm just gonna make one and put it in the village center. You know? Put in the village center. Be like, hey, yeah, I know I stole all your stuff, and you're probably not gonna survive the winter because I stole all your food, but, here's a crafting table. I think we've gotten everything. Actually, I'm not going to need more than one brewing stand. That's just something, like, I think on huge Minecraft servers, when I've had extreme needs for potions, I've maybe had 2 or 3 if I was, like, making them in bulk to sell. So you couldn't, I think 8 would probably be the maximum where you could even manage them as a single person. Alright. So that's one village fleeced. Oh, yeah, the crafting table. Here you go. Well, that's going to be enough food for a while, so... I don't specifically need another village right now. Ruined Portal would be good. As would anything, really. Anything that is a structure and contains things. But another village will do. Hopefully I can get something from... This one looks like a pretty decent one. need 2 diamonds and 2 obsidian? Maybe? Something like that. Alright, I have a feeling these are really deep. No, not that deep. Do I do the dumb thing? I'll do the dumb thing. I saved a little bit of time and risked having to spend way more time trudging through trying to get out of a cavern. I don't actually think I need any more wheat right now, so I will not steal from these people. I'm gonna go through sort of methodically, though. Nice, nice. Here. This is nice. So what time is it? Let's get on top of here and get like a nice vantage point. Okay, nothing behind here. We'll get up top of that mountain as well. But again, not the biggest concern at the moment. Stone cutter. I'm gonna grab these actually. As opposed to the stone cutter, I already have one of those. I don't really need one. But clay and terracotta. In fact, white terracotta. Am I going to steal this man's entire house? Maybe. That is a definite maybe. Although, I don't know what I'd use white terracotta for. There's so many other more textured, more quality blocks that don't have that pinkish hue to them. Grab this stuff though. Because that sort of pinkish hue is pretty gross. I'm gonna go up this mountain and then the other direction. I don't think I'm gonna take his house. I'm sure at the end of the day I'll be able to find a mesa biome if I really need... Put it this way. If I really find I need terracotta, I will find a mesa biome. Chances are I'm not going to need white terracotta. Kind of annoying they didn't have a library or anything like that, although... No, I'll just deconstruct a house. I should have made it an axe, but I forgot to do that. So just... Are these slabs? No, they're not. Okay. I'll use this to make my stick then. I don't have any cobble, do I? Make another axe. And another pickaxe. That one's gonna break. And then more murder. I know there's cows back there, but I'm gonna keep moving. Just kill these. There'll be cows here, there'll be cows there, there'll be cows everywhere. I just need to kill however many of them. My inventory, however, is getting pretty full, so that's a consideration as well. Like if I do find a... Whoa. That's a deep cavern. Hello. Yeah, my inventory is getting pretty full, so there's no guarantee I'd be able to collect anything, even if I found a ruined portal. So I'm going to start looping back now. Now, granted, I'm mostly actually going to have to go south. I really only have a kilometer to go west. West? Yes, west. That's west, not east. Ideally, I do want to sort of tread ground I hadn't tread before. Ooh, that's a nice... That would be a nice place to build. Some sort of like pirate cove. Or if that... No, it's not just a single... It's a little too big as an island. I do quite like my islands and hilltops. Ooh, that little... Ooh. Hold on. Nah, there's no drop. It looked like it was sort of dropping into a subterranean area there. But it wasn't. No fun. Ah, ruined portal. Awesome. Yeah, these are a bunch of, like, nice places, but they're not quite as buildable as the one that I found. Plus, the one that's built, the one that I found has a really nice view. Really nice sort of wide, structureless view. And yeah, I know. Structures are very nice when, most of the time, but for build, they get kind of annoying. I'm gonna ditch the gold nuggets. Or, maybe the melon seeds. I'm gonna have melons, yeah. That really is just a duplicate entity. Just have to not eat all the melons. And I have more melon seeds if I need to make melons, which I probably eventually will, but yeah. I'm not really concerned about that right now. It's really a pain, huh? Just hoping there'd be a different way up here, but apparently not. Let me really quickly just find a place to put this thing. There we go. Let's not catch on fire, please. Okay, we did not catch on fire. That's good. Now, where, oh where, would the chest be? Assuming it didn't burn down horrifically. Ah, it looks like it's, yeah. This is cut into the mountain here. So, to uncover the chest, first going to get rid of acacia sapling. Gross. Get that out of here. Get that out of my sight. I can guarantee with absolute certainty that I will not be using acacia wood in my build. I mean, the chest could be over here, so I'm gonna like excavate this out a little bit more. Free building materials, yeah, I'll grab those. I do not need that many seeds. And birch saplings, I think I put on. And I'll wait on those. I don't necessarily need them. Plus, there are other ways to make them. Although mossy, yeah, I'll grab the, not the stairs, but I'll grab, what can I ditch? Gunpowder, I'll be fine on. That could have been really bad. I'll just grab the normal mossy stone brick. I think, found the chest. Okay, so we got our obsidian. That's important. The rest of this stuff, on the other hand, I mean, these are all pretty good. If I ditch this, ditch these, and that I can make much easier than the other two. Alright, well, time to head back. And if I have to go through my inventory more, it sucks to be me. Well, that was not that either. Oh, gross. I got some mossy stone bricks. That should save me from some annoyances later along. Whee! This is a deep river. Oh, they normally do not go this deep. I think it's probably a ravine. Or maybe they just make them like this now. Who even knows? Not me. Nice little lake right here. Ooh, and more village. Assuming that wasn't the one I already stole from. I think we have enough to make an enchantment table. We have enough leather. Sugarcane. I need to get good sugarcane. That should be a little easier to just run around and harvest. And also I can plant a bunch and harvest it later. But that's right. What is suspicious stew comprised of again? I think it's just mushroom soup with a flour in it. I have to check though. More of this. Clay and the bricks ought to be good, because I'm definitely going to use those for something. I don't know what, but they always show up somewhere. Nothing here. Already got that one. Perfect. Yeah. Honestly, everything else in there was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess, but because I'm gonna need so many of those, and having it in that form even saves me having to get the paper. Which really isn't that big of a problem, but it's nice to not have to deal with it, you know? Alright, now I need to mostly be going this way. With a little bit of this way. Okay, so south, west. Good. More murder. Come back here. What can I say? I need the leather books. It is what must be done. I do promise, as soon as I get back, I'm going to start work on actual build. Because, yeah, I am also working on the, I'm not going to get rid of here as well. I don't really need feathers, do I? I should have them, though. So we're getting close on the amount of beef I can actually carry. here's the question. If I find diamonds, what am I going to get rid of? Probably the daisies, honestly. Or the oak saplings. Actually, oak saplings are a little better, but I really hope I do not find anything in the immediate future. Go, be Batman. One of these days I want to look at old Minecraft and go back to looking at, like, the old, terrain generation. Probably vomit, but, it's hard to remember what it's like to, like, you take those mountains for granted when before that would have been, like, the most beautiful thing you would have ever seen, and you would have immediately built something at the base of that ridge, and now it's just like, yeah, it's a ridge next to a river. Diamond doesn't have one. It's not even. That one's not even particularly good. Alright. So I cannot use any more beef, so the rest of you cows can be spared. Have a nice stack of steak. And my food needs are thoroughly taken care of. Quite a while. Fortunately, I had ranged pretty far before I found a single structure. I found 4 villages so far. First one took forever. Yes. Do I actually need a lectern? I don't think I actually do. Like, what do you even use these for? Put, like, red books on them. Yeah, I don't need that. Ooh. I mean, efficiency 5 is a pretty easy thing to get on your tools, but especially if this was a, if this was a multiplayer server, I would be, setting a teleport here of some sort, because chances are you're going to get efficiency 5 on your stuff, but if you're making something from scratch, you're going to need to put efficiency 5 on it eventually. And so, therefore, you could sell that for a decent price. Sort of in the same campus Unbreaking. It's not as good as, like, if I saw Fortune 3. Like, if I saw Fortune 3 there, there's a lot of things I would be doing. I'd be setting, I'd be getting the coordinates. I'd probably be thinking about, how I can make a nether portal here and, like, connect the two. Because we all know you don't connect things in the overworld. I mean, you can if they're close enough that, like, a road will suffice. But usually, past 1,000 blocks, nope. Unless you find like a specifically like scenic route. Put it this way. If you're just trying to get there fast, you go through the nether. And for good reason, you know? What is wrong with my... It is not enjoying... Okay, we're fine with memory. Are we? What's my FPS? It's not vibing. My FPS is indeed not vibing. I mean, I'm wondering what it could be. I mean, it's an old computer. It's like 6 years old, going on 7. And only one of the components was ever replaced. So yeah, I expect it to be a little on the slugger side at certain times. And here's another example of something something that's a lot closer that I am going to take a picture of. In fact, no, I'm not going to go all the way over here again. It's like 500 blocks away. That is a question. Do I instead build my mine there? Because the Cecilia caves are fun. I love them. Because yeah, we're like a couple hundred blocks away. I could make some kind of outpost there. Might get a little annoying. Like, I think that's a little too far for it to be convenient, for that to be my, genuine mine. That's a little too much to ask. But I might tunnel down there and have a path that goes to there. And see what I can find. Because it might be really nice. Who knows? The question is what to do with this. Do I fill it in, or do I make like a small little cavern there? I do think I really want to get the castle done first, and then I'll start to mess with this part. I mean, it's all going to be sort of integrated, but I should probably... get things in order. Alright. So we don't have enough diamonds for a pick. But that's okay. It's mostly the 2 diamonds for the enchanted table that's the most important. Because I can technically, doesn't mean I actually want to do this, but I can technically make a iron pick that has fortune, and then go find the diamond the old-fashioned way. let's actually sleep first. So... maybe I should work on the bridge. I do have a lot of... Yeah, let's start working on the bridge. I think, technically, it'll start... like this. So technically, none of this is actually important. In fact, I can fill this in with dirt real quick. Then I have to measure the actual length of the arch. And that can get a little... That's what makes it relevant. Or rather, I suppose I should say that's what's going to determine how I'm really going to structure things. Okay, the length of the arch. Assuming... Yes. It's going to be... I'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, assuming it goes to there, but I think, no, it's going to be 19, 20. Because that'll... Yes. Alright. This is all going to go to about... I think I'm going to do more stonework to the effect of, like, making this work more. No, please stop. Like, I think this will be stone. To sort of fit better into the mountain. Do I want to do a single arch or... Okay. I'm out of dirt. So that kind of sucks. So I'm going to start deconstructing this little thing right here. Because this is not going to be here to stay. And I'm going to make a little causeway that goes right underneath. I'm going to make it out of dirt. Should I be making a shovel? Oh, most definitely. Will I? Probably not. I generally don't, like, need to worry about... Obviously, if I'm doing, like, huge building, I'm going to need a shovel. But if I'm just doing, like, little building like this... I'd say this isn't, you know, eventually going to be huge, but I'm just excavating something so that I can see what I'm working with here. And in that case, it gives me time to think. Kindly move. Thank you. Alright. This, I think I'll bring all the way down to here. Ah, nah, that's it. That's it. Alright. It is going to be a 5 by 20-ish bridge, so this again, great. It's gonna look a little short and stocky. This is also definitely going to extend to here. And I am very rapidly running out of stone to work with. So that's fun. So I'm going to assume that each archway, like each section of the arch where it actually curves, is going to be comprised of 5 blocks from the extended pillar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it would continue from that. Now, let me just really quickly go down here real quick and just extend this out. hold on. Is that the extended pillar, or is that just the pillar? I might have miscounted. In that case, hold on, let me sleep. Was it 6 blocks? No, it's 5. I miscounted. I didn't count the one vertical that it was that it would take, or one extra horizontal space. Oopsie. I know I'm speaking gibberish right now, but it makes sense to me, so sorry. This here. I'm just gonna like do some placeholders for now, just to get an idea of This might take me some time to actually get the hang of again. Like I do have an idea for what I want to do, but if I recall, that build took a while. Okay, so I'm going to stand over here. I'm going to eat something. Little hard to see without building up more of the, which I can't do right now. Unless I go mine some more cobble. I'll get another stack going. Because I want it to be like a proper arch. I think I might have to like that is if I actually want to do a proper arch. I can do something like modified. Something that's less of like a circular curve and more of like a... That would be interesting. Basically just have to keep trying things out until I find something that looks good. Also, assuming I don't want to do a center column, which again is not a guarantee. Grab one more. There we go. If you think about it, it's almost like a window. Do I want to have one single window here? Or do I want to have a double window here? I think if I stand here, I'll get an idea. But you see what I mean with the arch? I might do step 1, step 2, step 3. That might provide sort of like a parabolic shape, because it's not actually supporting that much in terms of... there's a cave in there I've got to have to deal with at some point. It's not exactly supporting the considerably large bridge. It's 20 blocks along, basically. It's a little over a chunk. It's a medium-sized bridge. It's not by no means a short bridge, but short bridges usually have curves. Like, they curve the actual... I mean, you can do them without it, but a lot of short bridges, in order to induce some curvature and make it look cool and more bridge-like, you'll often not mess with so much down here. Rather, to do that, you'll also curve the upper part of the bridge. If you know what I mean. It looks like a hump as opposed to just a flat surface. Now the question is, do I use lava? And the answer is definitely yes. Check something real quick. Alright. Let's see here. I definitely need to just properly make the causeway, because I think that's what I'll do. I'll properly put on either side of the bridge a dirt path so that I can walk and sort of... Bridges are hard because you can't just really build them from the bottom up. It doesn't work like that. At least I can't do that. They're too strange for that. Nope. Forgot to get that stuff started. Okay. So. Don't worry, eventually all this will get deconstructed. So I can keep this for now, and instead work on the other concept here, like on that side of the bridge, and see which one I like better. So instead of that, just grab these. One more. So it would go one from here. And then Yeah, unfortunately, I sort of have to fill this part in first, which kind of sucks. I think it's also going to be 6. Yeah, okay. So I really don't have to do that, actually. Don't have to worry about it too much, rather. It's going to be the same distance in terms of y value, x value, z value. I don't really know. It's just getting squashed, basically. So this would still be there. So I'm going to put this here. And that's the wrong way of putting it, but I'm going to put this here. Instead of doing just 1, I would do 2. Put 1 here. Then 1, 2 here. And then maybe... Alright, let's step down and see what that looks like, because... Can I jump over to, like, right here? Oh, that was so close. It's a little messy to see. But I think that also doesn't cut it. It's too short. For how chunky this part is, it's too short. Although this is probably not necessarily going to be part of, like, you're not going to see this. There's going to be more stone bricks there. This is a pickle. This is definitely a conundrum. Alternatively, like, the bridge has to be supported. But there's more than one way of doing that. It's not just, I can support it with this mountain and that mountain, and that's the most logical way of doing it because there's 2 big chunks of stone here. But I could also set up pillars, like 1x1 pillars, that then sort of just branch and do it's, if you would imagine that the arches are going this way normally, they would go this way instead. So I could do that. What else can I do? Yeah, I might want to just do short little... The question is, do I want to do them, like, which direction do I want to make these supports? And how much space do I want to put between them? I think as it's 20, it would be an even split to break it into 4 sections. That would work. Also, I know what went wrong here. You have to add slabs, but First things first. Let's... so if I did... I'd count this as the first one of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it would be here, right? So hold on. So this is the first pylon, sort of, where there's going to be a, although necessarily, does that have to be the case? I don't really know. Alright, I'm not going to count the first little thing there. The first little doohickey. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 20 legitimately is this outer pylon to that center line, you know. So that would be 19. If I were to do it identical, it'd be 19 from here to there. That complicates things a lot. Wait a minute. If this is the start of 1, and then I put space in between them of 5. So let's do that here. This would be the start of 1, space in between them of 5. And how much space is in between? So 5, 6, 5. That's not bad, actually. I can work with that. Five, 6, 5 is 5, 6, 5 plus 2 is going to be 19. So 10 plus 6 plus 2 is 18. What is wrong with me? Did I measure that wrong? Because, like, this right here is the start of 1. Did I mess up? This right here should certainly be that. No, I did not mess up. This is, unless these are wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Maybe I just can't count. You know what? I'm just going to do the arches like this. Someone's calling me from California. Decline. Spam. Such a pain. Alright, so. I'm going to assume that any of this makes sense. And in such a case, I'm going to deconstruct a lot of this. But, you know what? Start by... These are still going to be useful for working on You construct all of this. Except you stay. This would be right here that it would start. I'll be able to tell pretty quickly if I've made a mistake just by looking at it. Apparently not by counting, because apparently I suck at that. It's also hard because this sort of has like a tang. I guess you could call it that. Where it's probably going to extend. Like, the road's going to extend the same way it sort of extends into there, but, like, I really can't tell. Okay, so. This is 5, including this. Yes. This can be just dirt because no one's ever gonna see it. No point, even if it's next to stone, no point filling it in with stone if it's going to be hidden completely. Ditto here. Perhaps even ditto right here. I tend to do a lot of space saving, especially once, or material saving I should add, especially once it's clear. Question is to start with it here or here? This is hard. I'll try that. And then nope. Start at 1 up from that. Saves materials too. No, I'll have to go get that later. And then there would be a why don't I build the proper railing real quick so I can see. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I have been neglecting to do something that is very helpful. Instead of having to hone my parkour skills, I'm just going to make a water elevator. Do it right up to about here. Yeah, it's going to be ugly for a little while, but I don't really care. I'm using dirt as a ruler. Of course it's going to be ugly for a little while. In this case, I don't necessarily know that these are always going to be these. I might instead put one of these right here. Yeah. That smooths it out a little bit. I could always slot something else in right here, maybe even right here. Or make this more of a column that flares out on both ends. Have it, that might work. I might do that. Very similar to what I did, that was one of the ways I worked on the bridge in a different place. That place turned out good, so I generally accept that most of what I did, it was like a Roman build, so I generally accept that most of what I did in that place was a good idea. So actually, in this case, as I'm thinking about it, it might end up being sort of omnidirectional. Did I do this right? This would be here, this would be here, this would be here. Yes, I did this right. Woohoo! And then this would go like this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is start connecting these pillars. Actually, this is the proper way to do it. But if you see what I'm getting at over here, oh yeah, it's definitely getting a more castle feel now, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, and that's not necessarily something that, it's something I can like change if I need to, like if it doesn't fit the rest of the build. Like I'm not trying to build a castle per se. I think the defining feature of the castle is the sort of crown-shaped sort of, you know, have something that goes up and then it's neutral and then up, neutral, crenellations or whatever. This is going to be, ooh. I'm liking it. I am liking it. It's a little open right here, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I also might do like a secondary loop right in here, like another sort of loop to give it like a wavy, like a double waviness. Certainly a possibility. These are now non-essential. The only thing I might do is mark. Okay, we got that marked. Probably mark this right here. Why am I the way that I am? Now we're good. This also saves room. See, I'm gonna widespread, just sort of like adopt this plan here. If I need to make adjustments, I can, but I think having it be sort of two center posts as opposed to, I was thinking of it in terms of like having like a single post in the center here, but I think that also wouldn't work. That's not taking into consideration that I'm probably going to cut this down. Who knows? I might even make this entire thing just like a terrace. Or, you know, this might be decreased and this increased, and who knows? I'll have to think about it. But the hard work of like figuring out what I want to do with this bridge is done. I might do like central supports that go like this way as well. Like one that goes like this, and then maybe like it flares out over here as well. And there's lamps, like lanterns up here. A lot to consider. A whole lot to consider. But the point is that I think with the length of the bridge, having these be on the thinner side, it's the length and the height of the bridge. Having these be a bit more spindly, almost not akin to stone. In fact, I might pick a different material, but I'm not sure. Like these center posts I might do in like white concrete. Or I might make them colorful actually. Something else, some sort of pillar. Either way, something to think about. I'm going to need more slabs. I'm always just going to need more stone brick. In fact, that's going to be the primary impetus to actually diversify to different materials. Because I'm just not going to have enough stone. So I think I'm going to call it right now. Definitely have to think of more things to sort of... yeah, I'm going to call it now. Definitely going to have to think of what else I can make these pillars out of. Although I might still make them placeholder blocks. Simply because I don't really have any idea what I want to do. Like bone block might be good. Anything that sort of pillars nicely. Something with a little texture. Color and texture. I was thinking like, ooh, red concrete might be cool. But then I got more thinking about that, and concrete is kind of... I'll test stuff out, but I think I ought to look into the catalog of creative and actually take a look at what I need to, well, you know, take a look at some contenders. All right. Well, I'm going to just take the finishing screenshot, and well, we'll see what next episode brings. Although I might stream Skyrim or Valheim or Subnautica or something. I really ought to do that in between these. At least one, you know, every once in a while. Because I don't want to just have them sort of lay dead for too long. Anyway, I do hope you guys have learned something, enjoyed, and as always, I wish you the best. Until next time.